Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to use track mattes in Shotcut. So first of all we have to generate the mask for the track mattes effect, and to do that, when you open Shotcut, navigate here to open Other, select Color, and then in here pick the color, black, click OK, and then click on Add to Timeline. So now here you should see the clip, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to increase this clip in duration. So I want it to be maybe around 10-15 seconds, so you can see the length here under the preview window. So as I drag and increase the duration, you can see the time is changing. So if I do, let's say about 13 seconds. Okay. Now, next step is we have to select this black background clip that we just created, navigate to Filters, add a filter, and find a filter called Text Simple. So select this filter, and now here we'll be creating the text for our track mattes. So here in the text, just delete this time code and type in your text. So let's say in this example I'll use text word beach. Okay, now here you can choose the font. So I'm going to use something like Impact. So this is a very good bold font. And I'll just scroll down here, and one last thing I'll do here is just position it in the middle vertically, so it doesn't sit at the bottom here but is centered right in the middle. Now I'm going to click on this corner here, left click, and adjust the size of this text box. So I'm just going to make it a little smaller to begin with, something like this. Okay, excellent. Now next thing we have to do is navigate here again to Filters, add another filter. Now type in and find a filter called Size, Position and Rotate. Okay, and now once you have Size, Position and Rotate settings here, you have to find this section Size and Zoom, and under this section you should see this button Use Keyframes for this parameter. So make sure you select this, click on this button so it lights up in blue, and then in here below you will see that under keyframes, now you actually have control over keyframes. So let's go ahead and just expand the view here. Click on this button, zoom keyframes to fit. So now we have better visibility of this clip. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create this automated zoom in of this text using these keyframes. So now let's say if I play this clip, okay, let's move the playhead to about this point in time. So as you can see, it's not even a second, just to begin with on the same zoom level. So I'm not going to change the zoom initially. I'm creating a keyframe here. So I click on this button, add a keyframe at playhead. Okay, so now I created keyframe here. Now I'm going to move the playhead. So this point in time was 0020. Now let's move the playhead about 1 second in advance, add another keyframe. But now once you add another keyframe, what I want you to do as well is use this slider zoom and just start zooming in on this text. Just don't overdo it initially. Let's say I'm going to zoom in this much, and then I can just move the playhead to the start and start visualizing how much it zooms and how it looks. Okay. Right, so this looks quite okay, smooth. And then at this point I have 1 second 20. So let's move just about the same amount of time in advance to 20, add another keyframe, and just continue zooming. So it's at 150. Maybe let's do about 300. Now, okay, if I replay this clip, let's see how much it zooms and how it looks. Okay, not bad. So this was at 220. Now let's do 3 seconds 20. Add another keyframe. And the zoom is at 300%. So let's do something like 430. And then move again the playhead. So this was at 320. Now let's leave it at 420 at keyframe. And zoom is at 430%. So let's go and make it something like 680, whatever. And just move the playhead. Was at 420. Move it to around 5 seconds 20. So basically I'm gradually increasing the zoom level, as you can see, not making any harsh zoom in effects. Okay. And now at 420 I was at 689, and so at 5 seconds 20 I'm gonna zoom in to the max here, so it's at 1000%. Okay. And now from that last point here at 520, I'm going to move it to 620, add another keyframe here. And now since zoom has reached the max here, I'm just going to use this size value here and just manually adjust it to something like 29,000. And then move the playhead just a bit further in time at 7 seconds 20, add the last keyframe here. And now I'm going to do something crazy like 99,000 and just left click here in the middle, drag this letter to cover the entire screen. And now if I just replay this entire clip, so if I move the playhead to the start, let's have a look how it looks when it zooms in. Okay. And by this point, the screen is fully covered by the text. And this is where we'll see our video. Okay, so this is perfect now. What we have to do is just export this clip, export file. So I'm going to do it on the desktop and just call it something like track save. So now here you can see under the jobs, this clip is being processed and it's being exported on the desktop. Okay, done. So now I'm gonna go to File, New, nope. And okay, now I'm starting a new project. Go to Playlist. And right now what I'm gonna do is so here is my desktop here, there's in this folder. So here I just created this clip here. And now I'm gonna import 2 of the clips that I want to use for this project. So drag and drop them to the playlist. Now here in under timeline, go to timeline menu and create 2 video tracks. So go to track operations, add video track, and then do the same and create a second video track. Now, take the first video, which is going to be inside your text, and drag and drop it to video track 1. As this is the video that's going to be inside your text. And then the next video, drag and drop it to video track 2. So this is the video that's going to be initially on the background. Now, when you select this video of initial background, which is in track 2, navigate to filters, add a filter, and type in and find a filter called mask from file. Okay, once you do this, then under this mask from file filter settings, navigate here to File, open this drop down menu, navigate here to the top and open Custom. Now select the track mattes mask effect that we just created earlier, click open. Okay, and now if I play these clips, there you go. As you can see, it's actually applying our effect that we have just created. And that's it, guys. This is how you do track mattes effect in Shotcut. So I hope this was useful. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next tutorial.